I don't always talk about Pokémon, but when I do, it's about some of the most amazing pieces of music I've ever heard in a video game. While I'm not the biggest fan of Pokémon as a whole, I have to give credit where credit is due, and the champion themes from the finales of each game are some breathtakingly good scores. Even though there are only 7 tracks to choose from, I'm not including remakes, picking just 5 was tough, and honestly this list was by far the hardest to rank of any Quick Music 5 I've done up to this point, because not only are all of these so similar, but they all reach the same level of glorious quality. So please don't complain about the order of this list, because I swear to God I will just break down and cry. The theme of the battle of Blue, Green, Gary, or Assface is pretty great. It begins with a discordant scramble of notes, then order takes over as a dialogue is established between the high and low ends of the synth. I love the intensity and variation in the escalating tension created by the chromatic and tonally unsettling harmonies, which, it must be said, fit well the emotional tension of the battle as you're finally bringing down the insufferable arsewipe Gary, just as he has stolen your title as champion. Whoa. Fuck you, Gary, I've had enough. You'll be seeing your Eradicate soon, bud. Break Cheerio's Thunderbolt. Well, that got pretty dark pretty quickly. You take one look at Lance and you can just tell how incredibly cool this guy is. He's a champion with red, spiky hair, but in case that didn't cut it, let's give him dragons, a cape, and a theme that makes me want to attend raves. It starts much more controlled with a slow and grand style, quickly accelerating and descending into a more structured form of blues theme. More conventional harmonies and a wider range of notes are used, which makes it seem more dramatic. But what I love is its constant sense of style and movement held in the accompaniment, and how do I say this pretentiously, fisty pumpingness? Yeah, that's the word I was looking for. While Diantha as a character was bland as all hell, her battle theme is one of the best. The instrumentation is the most standout factor here, as well as the unusual minor key. High synth, harp, and vibraphones provide a pure melody and play descending 4-note ideas that repeat throughout the piece. There are interjections from the guitar which suddenly change what was initially a slightly creepy theme into something truly formidable. It really sounds like the end of a journey and the conclusion to a grand adventure. Gen 6 really brought back the sense of grandeur in the main story, and made the Elite Four and Pokémon League into a real spectacle again, which I really appreciate after games like Black and White had more or less thrown the Elite Four to one side in favour of Mr. Edgy and Return of the PETA. adrenaline, intensity, finality. Probably should have been number one. Cynthia's theme starts with a short modal figure that suddenly bursts into a low riff with a much heavier rhythm section than before, being almost as prominent as the melody. Then the tune comes in, which follows a clear harmonic pattern that carries the sense of grandeur and high stakes that all final boss themes need. Character-wise, Cynthia is the strongest on this list, and that combined with her amazingly balanced and dynamic team and this music, you've got my favourite trainer in the series. This theme is the best thing to come of Gen 4, has the best Smash Bros. 4 remix, and is just so friggin' awesome to listen to. Oh yeah, try as it might, Cynthia just can't topple the sustained amazingness that is Steven's theme. Just listen to them claps. Those things like the rhythm section from before, but on steroids. The melody is much softer and sweeter too, played on the flute, piano, but of course, trumpets. This gives it much more variety and is therefore a lot more interesting to listen to. The bass section then pounds out a jumping riff that gives it a sense of rapid movement and brings the whole thing into sweet euphoria. Such sweet, beautiful euphoria. This tune, simply put, rocks. It's a pun, sort of. You know, Steven only likes rocks, oh fuck this, cut. Thanks for watching. More music countdowns on the left and a countdown about handheld Zelda games on the right. Haha, they look great. Go watch them and have a blast. New collab is coming out next week. Prepare your anus. Actually, every single time I've mentioned I might be releasing a video in the end slate, it's ended up not happening. Fuck, I need to go check if it's cancelled.